What I'm curious is that if we're penciling William in for the round of 8, let's just for the sake of argument, let's say he makes the Final Four. The rest of the standings are still relatively even from 2 down to 7, 8. Who else do you think makes that Final Four? Like who are you looking at in the field other than yourself as this is
Well, I'm going to make it because that's what we do is we make Final Fours, and I always get better as the years go. Stats don't lie. All right, so next in line in the regular season, you got Martin Truex. Definitely could. He's running extremely well. Kyle Busch. I don't understand Kyle Busch. I didn't think he ran that well yesterday, and I look up and he finished 5th. Again, most of the guys that finished up front was part of that stay out strategy. So, I'm not sure. I'm not sure about Kyle. I'm going to say I'm probably going to pass on the Final Four there. Christopher Bell, iffy. I don't know how. Let me see how playoff points.
Christopher,
I'm looking at it. I switched it now. Kyle's actually got the second most playoff points because he's got the wins, the 3 wins, right? Only 2 stage victories. I'm still gonna pass. Still gonna pass there. I'll say the tracks that we have, and that is such a big factor in who does what. But I'm going to say the Final Four is going to be the 24 19. There's the 11-5-1. I'm just who am I kicking out? It's really close. Man, it's a toss up. I'll kick the one out. I don't know. It's really close though. 24-19, 5-1. Or 5 messed up there. 5-11. But it's close. It's going to be close. It's just a lot of it is track layout, execution, those last 2-3 races. I think the tracks lay out well for us in general. They typically have. So we'll see. We'll see how it goes. But I do think that William makes it to the Final Four. He's just too solid at too many racetracks now. No weaknesses. So
let's shift to the bottom of these standings now, right around the playoff bubble, because that's really what's getting hot as we get late into this regular season.
7 to go.
7 to go, and about 7, 8 guys fighting for 2 spots as of right now.
Yeah, I mean,
points.
We had this debate before we turned the mics on, and it was I said, well, Elliott's a lock, and you're like, he's 60 back. I'm like, and like he scores stage points. These other guys don't consistently score stage points. Like they might finish well because of different reasons, or they just run well, but they're not up front every week contenders. Like, all right, so you have McDowell and Suarez are tied for 16th. Then you got Bubba's 3 back, Allmendinger's 13 back. I don't think they have enough speed. I mean, not with the racetracks that are left. I think that they've made some hay here on the road courses the last few weeks. They got 1 more left. Is that right? Before the playoffs?
2. Watkins Glen and Indian road course.
Ooh. So that'll be close then. So, I mean, let's just say he finishes top 5 in those. I don't know. He hasn't even really been as fast on the road courses as I've seen in the past. Is it other guys are getting better? Maybe. Is his car's not as good? Maybe.
Well, each time we go to a road course, the competition's going to be better. Naturally.
You would think, but he's still, for a while there, he was just in the top 3. You just penciled him into a top 3 finish because he, was that fast. He had the speed to do it. I thought the Chicago road course, I was like, ooh, he wasn't nearly as fast as what you would expect. And maybe that was just a street course thing. I'm not really sure. So you got these guys, 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7 going for 2 spots. Bubba, I think it'll be close. Allmendinger, no. Bowman minus 42. My gut tells me no, but this is another team that could qualify well, I'm looking at the tracks, qualify well, get stage points, and chip away at this. People are so panicked with, oh my gosh, minus 60 or oh my gosh, minus 42 with 7 races to go. That is a long, long way to go. How many checkered flags are in that? 21? 21 checkered flags in the next 7 weeks? Is the math right there? 3 checkers.
With staged.
Yeah. There's a ton of opportunities to get points. And so I don't think there's a panic moment for any of them. Elliott runs the best of all of them. He's going to get the most stage points. And he's minus 60.
So let me
7 to go. And he's got to beat Suarez and McDowell that amount. He can do that. And I don't even think it's going to be a sweat.
Well, for the Chase Elliott fans, he's only finished in races he's ran this year. He's only finished outside the top 13.
Now, he hasn't
twice.
Run, I know, but he hasn't run that well.
No,
he's
that's
not.
That's a stat in favor of.
I get it. I'm being stats are real, but stats. Generally speaking, the eye test, he's not been as fast, and he will admittedly say, I'm not running as fast as I was before for whatever reason. Right? But he's finishing well, and he's getting stage points. Now, sometimes it's at the Chicago road course where it's a gift, right? And you go from running wherever you're running to, bam, top 3. But I think these racetracks suit him. He's got 2 road courses where he's not really fallen off. Results are still good. Is he dominating on the road courses? Not, again, like AJ, not as much as he was for sure. But he's still going to get a very, very good result for you and probably score stage points. And then the Michigans, he's going to be strong. The Richmonds, he'll be strong. I mean, all these tracks kind of fit what I think Chase Elliott, he's good everywhere. So it's really hard to say. Maybe the speedways, super speedways, he's not as good, but I would still put him almost right there on the edge of one of the top 5 guys on super speedways as well. So Elliott's in. I don't care how you mix this thing up with 7 to go. Racing against these guys, he's faster. He's got better results, and he's going to get more stage points. So I'm going to put Elliott in. That leaves 1 spot between McDowell, Suarez, Gibbs, Bowman, Bubba, and Allmendinger. And that's not in order. In the order, it's McDowell and Suarez are tied for 16th. Bubba's minus 3, Allmendinger minus 13. Then you got Gibbs minus 36, Bowman minus 42. Gibbs is an interesting take because he's finishing well. Is he running that well? I don't know that he's getting a ton of stage. I think it's going to come down to stage points. Whoever gets the most stage points is going to get into the playoffs. Whoever does not will not. So this is going to be a battle of qualifying. I think Suarez probably gets the other spot. He's already in. McDowell, again, he finishes really well. He's overachieving, no question. You say overachieving. Todd Gilliland's taken a huge step this year. Shout out to Todd because of how well he's doing this year. I think people are starting to write him off, but he's showing that he's clearly capable of running up front and being a contender. So the front row's got their cars better. So McDowell's going to have a shot, but I just think when you got to put the whole perspective in a picture here, right? Suarez has the best pit crew consistently. Now, Gibbs got a great pit crew. Elliott's got a great pit crew. Bowman's got a great pit crew. Bubba's pit crew's pretty good as well. But I put, if I had to tier them in a certain tier on performance, you look at what has performed over the entire season. Suarez's team is the top. It is. It's just the top. And he's not at a deficit. And he runs 5th to 12th most weeks. Just performance-wise, that jumps at the page at me. Pit crew, he's got the edge. Points, he's got the edge. Elliott and Suarez get the final 2 spots. If we don't have another winner, I guess we do still have Daytona, right?
Yep.
That is, forget Daytona. I know we can't forget it. It's a part of it. But I'm saying if we do not have a new winner
by Daytona
or after Daytona,
well, then we'll be in the playoffs.
I know that, Jared. I'm saying Suarez and Elliott. Suarez being 0 to the cut, Elliott minus 60 are your 2 guys in. That was long explanation, but it's why I reason that way.